Hello everyone, welcome back to another anime episode review. I am the Rat, and this is the Rat's Nest. I am joined as always by Kyle. Say hi, Kyle.
Hello, everybody.
Today we are discussing Jujutsu Kaisen. Once again, we will not be talking about Mappa. We might accidentally, I'll probably absolutely accidentally say Mappa. We will not be talking about Mappa. We talked about that in a previous video, talking about the whole Mappa situation. We're purely going to talk about the episode itself for a little bit. Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, I think episode 18, Truth or Dare, or whatever it's called. Right and Wrong. It's called Right and Wrong. I just remember.
Right and Wrong, aka Yuji. It's time to open up your mouth and be fed more character development forcefully.
Yuji, what's that around the corner? It sounds like character development. You should go check it out.
Also, heads up, we will be talking about manga spoilers too. So
that's right. We are loaded with a sauce like that.
You've been warned. We'll keep it focused on the episode, but if you're an anime only, manga spoilers ahead.
Yeah. I don't know what all we're gonna say, but basically anything's free game, honestly.
Well, there is something we are going to talk about, and it's at the end of the episode.
This was a pretty good episode. Obviously, the first half of it focused more on Nanami, and we get to see him like in Malaysia and chilling. Very good scene. He
I like what they did with him there.
No, I really liked it.
I gotta say, this is one thing I want to bring up with like the adaptation of JJK's like second season. It feels like what they're doing, like the vibe, like they're adapting the same content, but they're doing it in different ways that like it's giving off different vibes. But I also think these vibes are pretty good compared to the manga's vibes, because in the manga he just stands there thinking like, yeah, Malaysia would be nice, that'd be cool, but like they juxtapose him fighting the curses with him like dancing on a beach in Malaysia. I thought that was a nice swan song, if you will, to add in.
Yeah, no, I really liked how they adapted it. I genuinely can't remember how it was paneled. But I really enjoyed this. Obviously, as always, the OST is absolutely phenomenal. I really love the music in Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2. It's been amazing so far. Yeah, getting to see Nanami, obviously really banged up. Sad to see. Suda, Kenichiro Suda. I think I got his first name wrong. With Suda, the voice actor for Nanami, did a phenomenal job with Nanami's send-off. I think Mahito. I love Mahito, and we'll talk about Mahito. I love him just coming up to Nanami, and I mean almost being like a little bit like, oh, should we talk? We faced off a couple of times now. I don't think Mahito has any way to ever be genuine. But I think that was really good. I think they did the Haibara scene really well. And obviously, they adapted pretty much panel to panel. From the You Got It From Here, and then I think they wasn't panel by panel, because we didn't just see Nanami just disappear, which was kind of funny.
He turned jelly paste all over the floor here and there, and then see, now that's a manga spoiler.
It's crazy. But yeah, obviously Yuji watched this.
Yuji, I like the camera and like how they framed it with. They did this in another part of the episode where like it's him moving, and like what they did with like the camera shot where it's like he's in the center, but it's like the rest of the room is just like shifting with an overhead view. It was pretty cool. And he walks in, and then he sees that, and then he starts getting really pissed, and he's like, "What are you, Mahito?" And he just starts rushing at him, and then Mahito starts to fight with him.
Yeah, and then the fight happens.
And from here, there's a lot of action, and I gotta say, every time I see Mahito, it always reminds me, like, I really like his powers. He's a little broken, but I really like his powers, because it allows for just so much creativity in his fights. Like, he can shift it to anything, and like the possibilities are virtually limitless with him in fights. I mean, he can just change his body into whatever he wants or whatever he needs, and it's pretty fun.
No, I really like it. It creates some very fun animation stuff. You can do a lot with Mahito and his curse technique, and I think that they absolutely live up to that potential.
One of the funny things was, like, it's just a really. I don't remember this in the manga, but it was just whenever.
I don't remember any of this from the manga, but that's just because I haven't read this in a long time.
No. What I meant specifically was whenever that big, what is it, like a transfigured human? Yeah, big transfigured human, like started expanding, and like as they were walking, they just slowly got like scrunched up to the wall, and they just fought in a tight corner. It's like, okay, but why though? But it was fun. With that little wall fight there was cool, and then they both like burst out of that and like, all right, ready for the second round, and then they went back at it, and then they had like the cool elevator sequence, like just the flow of the fight, like the flow of it, the rhythm of the fight they adapted it very well. You know, and they had the scene where like Yuji's moving around, he sees like two people, and he's like, oh, okay, cool, and he starts walking, and one of them like opens their mouth, and like he gets punched in the face from it. And then Mahito steps out and uses his War Devil powers and makes the other person into a sword.
Base. Yeah, his Chainsaw Man reference? That's crazy.
Yeah. And then, you know, from there, we see something interesting where Mahito's like, yeah, you know, it's a good thing I have insurance. Flashback to earlier during the Shibuya arc, where he's with the, other than Hanami, he's with the other disaster curses, and he's with Chozo. And then he's like, all right, time to go kill Yuji. And Jogo's like, hey, you shouldn't do that. And he goes, all right, catch me. And he splits in two and he runs off. And then we see where the other one went, and it's confronting Nobara. What are your thoughts on that?
Can't wait to see her die. Said this in episode, I'll say it again now because I'll stand by it. Her curse technique is so lame. It's not cool. It's not gas. You're not him. She wouldn't win. She alone is she's not alone being the fraudulent one. Go/Joe is the fraudulent one himself, but she's kind of up there as well.
I'll say this about her technique, right? I like to believe, you know me, big fight mechanics guy. I like a lot of the rhythm and mechanics of fights. I like seeing how powers interact. I like learning more about powers in shows. Nobara's, it pops off once, which is this fight, but other than that, it is a very lame power. I mean, not that
if she didn't have to rely on like a physical hammer and nails, because that's the part that makes it lame.
Like if she could hit an object,
if she could just shoot nails like from her finger. Holy shit, dude! If Nobara had touched,
no way. But yeah, like if it'd be cool if she could just like, what if she like spit nails? I don't know, something cool like that, where she could put a nail on something and then like think of it kind of like Yuji's strength, but like more complex, where she puts a nail on something, and then when she like hits it and like hits the nail inside of something, like it really hurts, like on par or stronger than like a Yuji hit. Because do you remember Bleach spoilers? You remember Soifon? I think it's her name, Soifon. It's the ninja that Yoriichi fights.
Yeah, I know Soifon. She's hot.
Her bankai is if she strikes you in the same spot twice, you die.
Based.
So what if they took that similar concept with Nobara, and it's like, okay, a nail hits you and you can't pull it out, like the nail's stuck inside you, it like soul resonance, it resonates in you, it's a part of you can't get rid of it now. And then if she like punched it or hit it like with a hammer or something, and it goes in, like, yeah, that's gonna hurt. So if you get hit in the same spot twice, that'd be cool, double hit, like a double hit technique. But just with how it works, it's just kind of lame. It's just hammer and nails. I mean, not that every main character power has to be that interesting, but this is like one of the main three up to this point. Brandon, you can correct me all you want, but like up to this point, right? She is on all the promotional art. She is one of the main three characters. She's part of like the shonen trio here. And so you have Yuji, who it's either a grappler or a swordsman, which is fine. Then you have Megumi's, which is pretty cool. And you have hers, which just doesn't really fit the vibes of the team. I don't know, like you look at all these other people and all their powers, and it's like, I firmly believe that her powers are like some lingering odor from a previous world of what Gege's ideas were for curse techniques. Like I think this is remnants of something of an original idea for curse energy, curse techniques. That's what I think.
I think that she's lame and gay. I hope she dies.
First of all, you put what I said not as eloquently, but I agree. Second of all, well, Brandon, I think you'll get your wish.
No, I won't.
What do you mean?
We don't know. She's not alive or dead. She's just like Toto, written out of the story. Look. I love Greg. I do love Greg. I just wish he would tell us if Nobara is alive or dead or not.
Does that matter at this point?
I would be pissed if she came back and did something at this point.
She hits Yuji, which resonates with Sukuna because Yuji is a part of Sukuna, or Yuji has a part of Sukuna in him.
Because Nobara's not coming back. Toto's not like they're not like. If anything, we'll see them like at the end. The big final battle. Sukuna and Kenjaku are dead, and it's like, my friends are here, and we see Toto and Nobara in the background.
Yeah.
That's probably what it's going to be, which sucks. I don't know. Anything else you want to say, Kyle?
I'm sad with Toto's, as we'll promptly see. I cannot wait to see what the season 2 crew will do with adapting Toto's powers in this fight. I think, given the creative choices they made with everything else so far, that's going to be gas. But also with Nobara, right? Personally, to me, I don't really care if they show that she's alive or not. Nobara, I feel nothing with Nobara. I don't know. She's fine. It's just, given her part in the story, I couldn't imagine her. Imagine if she got a Fortnite battle fight.
Just Fortnite battle pass.
No, but actually, right? You know how good the Higurama fight is, or the Reggie Star fight, or whenever Naoya comes back, or where they have the 3 to 4-way deadlock with Yuta and Gang. All Kinji's fight, all those really high tier fights. Could you imagine a Nobara fight in one of those districts?
Don't know, don't care.
That's what I mean.
Don't care.
That's what I mean. I couldn't imagine a fight like that. I can't really see her abilities being utilized in that interesting a way, because what we've seen from Greg hasn't really been that interesting. The best part about her powers is what we're gonna see with Mahito, and that's very situational, because no other person that we've seen so far, unless I'm somehow forgetting something big, just has soul, they could just make 2 of themselves. Just to that, how Mahito does it, because that's a very specific niche thing tied to his power.
Sukuna could probably move fast enough that he does it.
Saitama beats him though. What can I say?
Saitama beats him. That's true. Saitama beats Nobara.
But with Nobara, I think the idea is there. The execution, of all the stuff that I think JJK does very well, because it is one of my favorite medias from Japan, anime/manga. I hold it in high regard. I understand. I understand and agree with a lot of the Nobara criticisms. But other than that, this was a good episode, and I can't wait to see next episode, because then after that, we get some good stuff after that.
It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait. Well, if you're just right in the episode, then obviously there's something make sure to subscribe, leave a comment, tell us what you thought about the episode. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Bye.